Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Jess with Love to Plan with Jess, and today we are going to finish up my planner for the Go Wild Planner Conference in Indianapolis in May of 2025. I am so excited for this conference. I went last year to Go Wild in Dallas and had the best time, so I am really excited. I have a video on my channel of creating the first part of this planner. I will try and remember to link that video in the description, but we can do a quick little recap. So this is my planner cover. I created this like opening page that says Go Wild Indy 2025. We have just like another kind of opening page with a Go Wild banner. This says I'm going wild with some fun stickers. I have a packing list here. The next page is a travel and hotel page where I can put some travel info and some hotel info on here. And next I have some agenda pages. So this is kind of a rough agenda that was provided on the Wild for Planners Instagram, and it has an agenda here. And then on the right side of the page, I just put some boxes to put a little bit more detailed agenda. So that is what we have so far. And I'm going to take this page out of off the discs because we're going to use the other side of it. And I'm going to grab another piece of plain dot grid paper. And the next set of pages that I want to make are going to be for speakers. So I printed these on sticker paper. These were also listed on the Instagram, Wild for Planners Instagram. And I just took like screenshots of them and printed them on sticker paper. And so we have some panelists and speakers and a keynote speaker. So what I was thinking that I would do, I also took these headers and kind of blew them up a little bit to like title my page. So I'm thinking we're going to do speakers here, and I wanted to put the speaker and then have either a box or just leave some space to kind of take notes while they're speaking. So last year when I created my Go Wild planner for Dallas, I sort of did like a page that had all of these like photos of the speakers, and then I did separate pages where I took notes, and I feel like it would be better to combine them. So I'm going to do something like this where we have, let me get another speaker here. We'll do Heather Kell. So these are all three individual speakers, and then I believe there are three where there are going to be like two speakers, and I figured that we would put these on one page. So I think we'll do something like this. And do we think that it would be cute to add boxes here, or should we just leave it like this and have kind of empty space? Because this is dot grid paper, so I can just kind of write in the dot grid. That might be even better. What do we think? I think I like that. Now I'm just trying to decide if I want to jazz up the pages at all, or if we're just going to leave it like this. I, definitely need to leave the spaces here, so I can't really put a whole lot of decor. I do have this Live Love Posh washi that I used in the last video, and I think it might be cute to line the top and the bottom. I'm just worried because I feel like I'm going to run out of this. And if we do it on the top and the bottom of this page, I feel like I'm going to want to do it on the top and the bottom of the next page because we're going to create another one with the panelist and with the keynote speaker. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough for that and to like finish the rest of the spread. I don't know. We're gonna chance it. I think that it'll look really cute. So I'm gonna put this along the top and the bottom of both pages. This washi is from Live Love Posh. It is washi from the Black and White Thin Essentials collection, and you can use code LOVE10 to save 10% on any Live Love Posh products that aren't like box sets or bundles or Posh boxes. I'll also have a Live Love Posh affiliate link in the description. If you are shopping, I would love if you used my link. I will probably be using a lot of Live Love Posh products in this video. I know for the first one, I did use a lot of like some functional stickers and some decorative stickers. So I don't know why I'm using scissors instead of my washi card. I should be using my washi card for this. When I'm putting down this washi, I am leaving a little bit of space on the top and the bottom. I feel like I used to like bring the washi all the way to the top or to the bottom of the page, but I kind of like how it looks having that little border. You know, that's just a preference. And it looks like I have a decent amount of this washi left. I'm really hoping that we are going to make it all the way through this video with that washi. And I think I'm gonna have to pick up another set because this collection, let me go grab the box. This is where that washi tape came from, and I just love these black and white different patterns. So I'm gonna probably have to pick up another one of those next time I order from Live Love Posh. So I'm going to put this little banner that says speakers and put it at the top if I can separate this. Sometimes it's really hard to get the sticker off the sticker paper. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna kind of put this in the center. I thought about just using alpha stickers here, and I could have done that, or you could even like handwrite speakers if you want to, but since we weren't going to be decorating this page a whole lot because I want to leave plenty of space to be able to take notes when the speakers are speaking, when they're talking, I thought that this would be a fun way to kind of add some color to the spread. I'm trying to line this up in the same place that I have it on the other page. I think that that's pretty good. Okay, and then I think I like the placement of these where we're going to have them on like the outside of the page, the inside of the page, and the outside of the page. I think that that looks cute. And now, should we have them tilted or should we have them straight? I kind of think I like them straight. So I'm going to put them on the page straight. So let's do, now I have no idea what order these speakers are going to be like on stage. I don't know, what order they're going to be performing, or not performing, but speaking. But I don't really think that that matters. We're just gonna, have them all here, and I can just, take notes on the page wherever or whenever it's their turn. So I'm going to take a second and get these all down, and then we'll see if there's any like little maybe icon stickers. I do have some stickers from SGS Designs Co. And we're gonna use most of these in like the memory keeping section of this planner, but maybe we can put one or two of them down. So I'm gonna get all 6 of these in the planner, and then we will figure out if we need anything else to add. I have all the speakers down, and I think that this looks fine just as it is. As I mentioned, I am going to be, writing in these spaces, taking notes. And I think that we're just going to leave it as is. So that is going to be it for these pages. Now we're going to do the same thing for the next 2 pages, except this is going to be a panelist and keynote speaker. So for the panelists, how many do we have? We have 4, and they're not quite... I probably should have made them a little smaller so that they all fit in one row. And then I could have taken notes at the bottom, but that's fine. Maybe we'll just do something like this, and then I can put some decor maybe here and here, and then I'll have space to take notes down here at the bottom. And then for the keynote speaker, We just have one photo, and then we have space to write, and then we'll add in some decor here too. So let's do the same thing with the washi. I'm gonna line the top and the bottom. All right, that washi is down. Now we're going to put our banners on here, one for the panelists and then one for the keynote speaker. So we'll do the panelist on this side and the keynote speaker over here. Okay, and then we're going to put all of the photos of the panelists down. So I know I said in my previous video that asked if anybody that is watching is planning to attend Go Wild this year. And if you are, let me know in the comments. I would love to say hello. I don't know. I know last year there were quite a bit of attendees. I don't know the exact number, but looking at like the Facebook group, it seems like this one may be a little bit smaller than last year. I'm not sure, but in any case, I think that it would be really fun to try and say hello. So let's put this here and this one next to it, and then we'll have a little bit of room for, I don't know why I left such a big space there. I wonder if I'm going to be able to peel that up and kind of scoot it over, because my initial thought was to add in like a little bit of decor, because let's see, before I put this one down, let's see if I can pull this up. That actually pulled up pretty nicely. All right, so let's do this one right about here. And then this one like right about here. These look kind of crooked, but I think it's mostly because I think I like cut them crooked. I don't think I cut them super straight. So it's not perfect, but that's okay. Rarely, actually, I would say my planner is never perfect, and that's fine with me. Okay, and then for the keynote, is it gonna look weird to just have it like right here in the center? I guess we'll do it in the center. Okay, now we can decorate maybe here and here, and then like a little bit on this side too. So I do have this book from last year. This was Live Love Posh, Live Love Go Wild, Dallas, Texas. Live Love Posh came out with a sticker book for all kinds of like planning function, and then a whole bunch of decorative stickers. So I just want to see if there is anything in here. A lot of these are like Dallas themed, so I wouldn't really want to use those. But I thought that there were some florals in here that I could possibly use. Yeah, we have these. The colors aren't perfect, but I think that it still would be okay. I'm just looking to see if there's enough. I think there might be, because we can do like this maybe here, and then another like small one with this little like bud down here like that. And then we can use these larger ones on the other page since we have a little bit more space over here. I'm thinking let's cut this like that and put this right up against that box there. And then we can take this, I can actually put this one on the other side here. How about over here? I was gonna put a little quote there, but we can put this and maybe we can stick a quote somewhere else. And then we have this one. I'm gonna just cut the bottom off here and we'll put it down like this. And we have this little bit. I'm gonna just kind of trim this like white part off. We don't need that. Yeah, let's just put it down here. In this sticker book, this was gifted to us as swag at the last Go Wild from Mojo Jojo Plans. And in this book, there are a bunch of little quotes. So we can maybe put like a quote on this side. I don't know that I'm going to be able to fit one on both sides of the page, but we can maybe put one over here. So how about I went wild for wild? How about wild peeps? Put that there. And this one just says, go wild. I think we'll put it over here, and it's going to kind of layer with that floral a little bit. These are all done, and I think they turned out really cute. Let's move on to the next set of pages that we're going to create. So we're going to grab another piece of dot grid paper. Our next set of pages are going to be for general notes for the conference and for swag. So I'm going to title them both, but to decorate it, I thought that I would use Luxe Summer from Live Love Posh. You can use my code LOVE10 to save 10% on Live Love Posh. But I thought that these leaves would look really pretty, and I feel like the colors are really good for the kind of the theme of this year's conference. So I'm going to decorate, I guess I'll decorate kind of the border of the spread with these. So I'm just going to start taking some of these leaves and just putting them along the border and kind of cutting them. So we'll start with just a few and just kind of start putting them along the border of the spread. So put this here, and then maybe like this. And we'll trim, and then I'm gonna use the other half of these stickers probably on either the other page or just somewhere else in the spread that's not going to be like right next to where these are. So we can maybe do like this one down here at the bottom. Actually, let's have this one go kind of across the spine here, like this. Just want to get my pages lined up. Yeah, we'll put that kind of across the spine. And then let's do that blue one there, and then maybe this one here. And we can cut these pages apart. Okay, and then let's grab some more of these leaves. This is a great way to decorate like a page, a planner page, when you still want the majority of the page to be functional. You can just add some florals along the border, and I think that really makes the spread look colorful and pretty, but then you still have like all of your functional space in the center. So this one we're going to trim and then cut apart again. Okay, and now we have these scraps that we can use. Let's put this one down here. And we have this real small one. I think we can just stick this right here. Okay, we have some more of these flowers. Let's do the purple one up here, since we already have that blue one over there. So we'll do that there, and then maybe this one over here. And just gonna trim. All right, and then I'm gonna hold off on using these because they're small and they'll be good to fit into spaces between like the larger leaves. So I'm going to hold off on those and let's get some of the larger ones down. So we have this really big one. We'll put right here, and then we have this one that I'll put down here at the bottom. And I think I'm just going to speed up the video at this point. So I'm just going to continue putting these florals like around, or these leaves around the edge of the spread. But I'm going to speed it up just so that you're not sitting here watching me put in all of these. I know that it takes a long time. So I will speed up the video and catch you when I'm done. I think that border turned out really pretty, and now we're going to title it. So I want notes on this side and swag on this side. And I think I'm going to use Alpha Basics Volume 2. This is the book that I used in the first video. And I want to go with a black font, and we're going to use the same font on both sides. So just kind of deciding, I like this one. Let's go with this one. Let's see, yeah, there are 2 pages. So let's start with notes. So N-O-T-E-S. And we will just put these letters down here. Okay, and then we'll do swag over here. Oops. All right, so we want S, W, A, G. That's not centered at all. I'm going to scooch these over a little bit. Move them over this way. I normally will use a ruler to put the letters down and then kind of place it on the page. But I figured with a 4-letter word, I probably should be able to eyeball that. And I think that that looks pretty good. All right, now I think the only other thing that I want to put here are just some black boxes. So I have Functionally Noir from Live Love Posh. This is an awesome sticker book. It has so many, like all the functional things that you could possibly need here. And I think we'll go with, probably want to use some of the larger boxes. We also have these like long sidebar ones. I kind of like the shorter ones a little bit better, but should we use these? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this really long one. Wow, that's really long. And I feel like it should go on the notes side because I'm going to cut it down just a little bit because it's just a little too long. I do want to have one that's longer than the shorter version of this, but I think that that's a little bit of a better size. So we'll put this here, and I'm going to turn the page so that I can use these dots to hopefully get this down somewhat straight. And then I'm just going to cut the border off of this, and I'll use my tweezers to add this piece back to the box. There we go. Okay, I think that I really like that size a lot. Now we're going to take some of the larger boxes, and I don't think that these ones have lines in them. They don't. So let's take this larger one, and I'm going to put this here like that. And then maybe we'll use like a full-size box to go here. I'm gonna put this full-size box on this side. I think I want one that's a little bit smaller, or maybe like two that are a little bit smaller. Maybe like this size and this size. I'm gonna put this here and then this here. That side looks good. Now we're going to use these boxes, and I kind of think for the swag, I wonder if I should just sort of break it out by each day. Like we will likely get a welcome bag. Is that what it's called? At registration, you get a bag that has like swag and stuff in it. So I can do this for Thursday and then have like 2 larger boxes for Friday and Saturday. I think that's going to be the best way to go. So let's do one of these large ones. And I think we'll turn it this way since on that side we have it that way. And let's put this here. Put this one here. And then what if we take do we have sidebar ones that don't have lines in them? We do. And we can put it like horizontal instead of vertical. Like this. I think that's good. Okay, now let's go to this sticker book and see if there are a couple of like little quotes that we can put. So how about we use this "Go Wild" here. And I want something else that has the color in it. So let's do maybe just one of these wilds. Or how about "I was feeling wild"? We can do that one. Maybe up here. We have these top 3 stickers. This says top 3. And I don't know, should I put it? I could put it in here. That's going to take away a lot of my like note-taking space. Or I could just put it like down here and then put 3 bullets. Let's see if we can do that. So we can put top 3 there, and then I think this book does have bullets, doesn't it? It does. So let's do these purple. Let's take 3 purple. And we'll do 1 here, 2, and 3. All right, I think that that's cute. And let's see if there's anything from these pages that we want to stick in here. Let's see, we have, I feel like we can use her. This is a smaller version. Oh no, I totally ripped it. That's okay, we'll fix it. This is a smaller version of the sticker that I used in like on that little cover page that I made. Let's just piece this back together. There we go. I think that you can see that line a little bit. Let me try again. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, we have her there. Let's do maybe a race car down here. Oops, let's try not to tear the sticker again. Do this little race car here. There's a little like bow paper clip. Let's put this right there. Do some like washi tape. Okay, I think that these are all done. So next set of pages is all finished. Now we're going to go to the last set. These are going to be memory pages, and I think we're going to do 4 pages, so 2 sets of 2. So let's move on to those. For the first set of pages for memories, I want to use some of these prompts. There are like favorite wild memories, we'll probably title it. And then we have favorite speaker, favorite moments, favorite session, favorite laugh, favorite craft, new friends, and like best quote of the weekend, sponsor table I sat at, people I met. So there are a whole bunch of different prompts, and I'm going to put these kind of scattered around both pages. And then the next set of pages, I'm probably just going to kind of decorate it a little bit and leave space for photos, because I did that in I think both my Go Wild planner and my Chicago Planner Conference planner, is I put a bunch of photos in the memory pages, and I really liked it. It was really fun now to even go back and look at those photos. So I think we want to put this here. I'm just trying to decide if I want to add in some washi at the top. We could do florals. I don't think I want to use those same florals, but let me see if I can find some other just kind of neutral florals. This is Luxe Winter from Live Love Posh, and I'm thinking these would go pretty well with the stickers that we have. So we can kind of use some of these florals to add to the decor. So I think I'm going to take this larger one, or maybe this one. And let's add this kind of right here in the corner. And then we can sort of layer this on top, favorite wild memories. I think that's cute. And then let's just, I think I'm gonna just let's just pull this page out. And I'm not going to line the entire border like I did with the last page. We're just going to kind of scatter the florals around a little bit. So we can put this one. Let's do this one kind of across the spine again. Maybe like that. And then we'll cut these pages apart. Okay, and then we have this piece that we can put like right here. Okay, I think that that's a good start. The rest of these I'll use maybe coming off of different boxes. So let's take, we have favorite speaker, favorite moments. Since we have favorite wild memories up here, I don't really want to put this sticker next to that. So maybe we'll do a box and kind of have this like at the bottom of the box here. So let's see what boxes we want to use. I don't know that I want to use black boxes again. In this book, we do have boxes in here. So I think this purple is actually a pretty good purple for the spread. So let's take, for favorite moments, I think I want like a larger box. So we'll do this here, and we'll put favorite moments like that. And guess we can get away with this like really dark pink color. Or maybe should we do the blue? I think the blue is good. So let's take a couple of boxes in this blue color, and we'll do like smaller ones. So we have this one for favorite speaker. I feel like we can use a small box because I'm just gonna probably put like a name in there. So we can do favorite speaker. And we have favorite session. So let's put this box here and then this here. We could do another top 3. So I'm gonna put this here and then I can grab 3 bullets. I think we'll use the purple ones. So let's get 3 of these. Two and 3. Okay, and then I think we can use another purple box. And we have best quote of the weekend, and then we have sponsor table I sat at. Let's put this box here, and we have best quote of the weekend. And sponsor table I sat at. I think I want that on this side. We also have, we have day 1 table crew and day 2 table crew. That would be fun to note, like who is at my table. There's going to be 10 people at each table. So I could either put a box or I could put like 10 bullets, but I think I would want to do a box. So we're going to do larger boxes for both of those. So let's do a, should we bring in a third color? Let's bring in this pink color. So we'll do this and maybe the blue. Let's do a box here and then a box here. And that's going to be day 1 table crew, day 2 table crew. Sponsor table I sat at. Let's do this here with a purple box, and that can be kind of a smaller one. So put this here like that. And then we have favorite laugh and favorite craft. Let's do those like this. I think we'll do a blue box over here. So let's put this one like that. And then we have favorite craft, and I'll do a pink. That one can also be a pretty small box. Let's do this size. Okay, I like this. We can use this girl sitting on the books. Where should we put her? How about right here? Okay, and then we have this Go Wild Indie. I'll put that up here. Have a big space here. So we can either fill it in with like a floral or some of these decorative stickers. I'm I'm going to move this best quote of the weekend to the bottom of the box so that we can put something decorative kind of on top of that box. So let's take Indy 500, put this here. Okay, and then maybe we could do a little bit more of the florals. Let's take this, and I feel like I can put some of it right here, coming off of that box. And this piece, maybe right here. Let's use this little rose since we have it. I feel like I want a little bit more floral on this side. So how about right there? Okay, I think that these memory pages are done. Now we're going to do the final set of memory pages, and that's really going to be just a little bit of decor, and that's where I'm just going to put a whole bunch of pictures. So let's move on to this very last page, and hopefully this video hasn't been too super long. We also have that washi, where did it go? This one. And I'm going to go back, I think, through the pages and maybe stick a little bit of this like within some of the boxes. Actually, let's do that first. So let's go back to here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of this. Let's put some like right here. And let's do some right here. And maybe down here. I feel like it adds just a little bit, especially since we have the checkered flag there. I feel like it kind of brings that together a little bit. So I think that is enough. Maybe also right here. Okay, and then for these pages, the notes and swag, I think we'll do the same thing. So let's add some to this box. And let's do maybe some to like the bottom of this one. And how about some right here? All right, I think that's good. I don't know that I want it to go, should we do this here too? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I like that. Now we're going to move on to our final two pages, and these are going to be like photo memories. So this book has wild memories, and I think that instead of spelling out memories with alpha stickers, I think we're just going to kind of use these. So let's just put wild memories here. I definitely wanted to use, I was saving her this whole time for my memories page. So let's kind of put her down here at the bottom, or maybe we have her sitting on top of like one of these, because this is a border that you could put a picture in. And the colors, you know, the colors are a little bit different from last year, but I think we're going to go ahead and use it anyway. So I'm going to do one on each side of the page, and I kind of wanted to have them tilted. I think that would look cute, but if I'm going to have her standing on it, we don't really want to tilt it, I don't think. So let's put this down, and hopefully it'll go down okay. Sometimes these like bordered boxes are kind of hard to get down straight. All right, and then we're going to just put her sitting here right on top of that box. Okay, I like that. And then let's do this other little like photo border over here. And I'm gonna just do this like here. And we'll put, kind of want to put wild memories like this. I guess I can make the photo like a little bit smaller so that it'll still fit in there. And I want to just use up the rest of these stickers. So we have this official Go Wild Indie sponsor we can put up there. We've used that whole sheet. Let's take these checkered flags and put that there. And we have a little star. We'll put here, and then we have another little star, and then 2 flowers. Does anybody know what kind of flowers these are? I am not very good with being able to identify flowers. So if you know what kind of flowers these are, let me know. They're really pretty. Where should we put them? Let's just do them down here at the bottom. Okay, let's add in some more of these little quotes. This says, I went wild for wild. Let's do that one down here. We can do another wild memories on this side. How about like right here? These are cute that say captured, kind of like, you know, memory captured. So I can just kind of put them around the spread and then just sort of put like photos underneath them. Do another one here. And maybe one there. Have one that says smile. Let's put that down here. We can put a picture. And then let's just take the rest of these little icon stickers and kind of place them around the spread. So put, oops, this here. Went down crooked. Have a little cocktail with some shrimp. That's kind of fun. Put that there. We can take a burger. Maybe I'll put a picture of me eating some food down there. And how about a piece of pie? And a little planner here. It says favorite wild moments. I'll put that up there. All right, I think that we're done. This one does look a little bit plain, but I am going to be adding in a whole bunch of photos here. So should we add in a little bit of this washi? I think we're gonna leave it. All right, so are we all finished with my Go Wild planner? Oh my goodness, I think we are. I'm gonna punch these where I covered up the disc punches here and put them on the disc, and then we'll do a little recap. So I'm using a We Are Memory Keepers, what is this called? A crocodile punch. And I'll have this linked in the description with my Amazon affiliate link. You can also find these at Michael's, I believe, but I think I purchased mine on Amazon. So I'm just going to finish punching these holes and then get these on the discs, and then we will take a look at my planner. Here is my completed Go Wild 2025 planner. Well, not completed, but ready to go to bring with me to Go Wild. So we have my opening page. These are the pages that I showed you in the beginning, the little header with I'm Going Wild. We have a packing list, my travel and hotel info, the agenda, and space to write a little bit more detailed agenda. And then these are the pages that we created today. So I have all of the speakers with plenty of space to take notes. We have the panelists and the keynote speaker. I have a page just for some extra notes and to write down all the fun swag that we get. And I have some memory pages. So we're going to note my favorite moments, favorite speaker, favorite session. I have a best quote of the weekend, a top 3. My day 1 and day 2 table crew, the sponsor table I sat at, a favorite laugh, and a favorite craft. And then this page, I will just put a whole bunch of photos. So that is it. And I think that it came out really fun. I am so excited to bring this with me and to use it to document my time there. So if you are going to be attending Go Wild, let me know. I would love to meet you. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.